Hey there, Christina Rizakos here, founder of ProfitableDaycare.com. I am a daycare business mentor and strategist, and I am happy that you're here. So today's training is all about childcare centers and websites, and why I believe every single childcare center should have its own website. Now, I want to dive into a few things. I want to give you a few fun facts just to get your mind wrapped around the idea of how huge a website can be for your business. And then I'm going to walk you through a few steps on ways your business can actually increase the quality of your center, different ways a website can increase your sales, and how you can actually use your website to automate things in your business in order to free up your time as the daycare business owner. So I know many of us enjoy spending time on social media. It's no secret, everyone is on an iPhone these days and everyone has a Facebook page or an IG account. But having a Facebook page does not necessarily mean you are getting more traffic to your business or more eyes on your business. Only 3% of friends on your friends list actually see anything that you post on social media. So we cannot assume that just because we created a Facebook page or just a Facebook profile that people are going to find us, because that's not the case. In order to be seen on Facebook, you need to invest in Facebook ads, which are awesome. But I want to train you today about websites and how creating your own website is something that you should do, that you are going to have work for you in your business for the long run, right? So a few numbers, a few fun facts that I want to share with you about Google. Now, Google is the #1 search engine of the entire world. Like the entire world, Google ranks #1. There are 3.5 billion searches done every single day. Every second, there are over 40,000 searches done. The average person, like you and me, searches something on Google 3 to 4 times a day. 3 to 4 times a day. One thing that I want you to consider is that when someone does do a Google search, most of the time they have an idea of what they are looking for. So you don't need to, persuade them or try to sell them on your business, because they are actually looking for you. So whether you are, an online store, or whether you are serving coffee, or whether you are running a childcare business, if I am going to do a Google search, I have an idea of what I am looking for. So all I have to do is punch it in and I get websites that pop up. So that's why it's so important that you have your own space, on the World Wide Web. You need your own little space, your own address, your own .com website that can tell the world that you're here, you're open for business. It's going to tell the world what you stand for, where to find you, and it's going to bring more traffic to you. And hopefully, if you do some tricks that I'm going to talk to you about in this video, it's going to bring the right type of audience, the ideal customer that you are looking for in your center. So a few reasons why your childcare business needs a website. Now, in my opinion, there are only 2 reasons why you would need a website. #1 is that you can start an email list. So what an email list is, if someone lands on your site and they decide to give you their name and their email address. So you have this information stored on your end. And why this is so important is that every time you have an opening in your center, every time you are, hosting an open house, or maybe you're looking for staff, or maybe you're moving your center, or you're expanding, you have a list of customers that have already said, hey, I've been on your site, I like what I see, here's my name and here's my info, keep me in the loop. Let me know what is going on with your business. Let me know when you have a space available. So this is pretty awesome. You cannot do something like this on Facebook or on IG because you don't own anything on Facebook or IG. If Facebook decides to shut down tomorrow, you've lost everything right then and there. So it's very important that you have a website with a growing email list that you own. And the second reason why a website is so important for your business is that you can increase your rank on Google. And what that is basically is when you create your site, you want to know what keywords to add in your description and in your title and in your tags, because chances are that a local mom that is looking for a spot in a daycare is going to punch in those specific words. So for example, if I'm living in Montreal and I need to have a daycare space, within a certain area of Montreal for my 5-year-old or my 4-year-old, I would go on Google and I would actually type up, a daycare center near this specific address, or daycare center in Montreal near this address. And I am going to get, a few pages pop up with different websites of daycare centers, right? That I can potentially call and register my child. So that's another reason why having a website is so important for your business. You need to rank on Google so that you can be found by your people, the right type of people. Now, ways your website can increase your business. Now, there are so many fun things you can do with a website. I think the most important job that your website has is to grow your email list. So when someone would land on your webpage, you would have a form that would pop up and they would put in their information if they want to be added on your email list, your subscribers list. Now, what you can do with this and how you can grow your business is that if you have a newsletter that you email out to your list every month or every week or bi-weekly, you can actually reach more customers with one newsletter. So whether you are hosting an open house, or whether you are, you're looking to expand the daycare, or maybe you are looking to fill up a few spots, registration is open for the fall, whatever the case is, you can actually increase sales by creating a great looking newsletter and just emailing it to your subscribers list, your email list, which is amazing. Another way you can increase the quality of your daycare with the website is offering more to your customers. So with a website, you can do many things. You can add members only pages where you can give access to either your employees or customers to log on and maybe see pictures of the kids, or download forms and policy booklets. You can also have a page where you can use it as a blog, where you or your staff can take turns blogging about specific things that relate to obviously early childhood education, and maybe staff would like to get involved and write an article on potty training toddlers, or how to decrease anxiety in children, or maybe some useful tips on how to ease the transition in September. So there's so many things you can do to increase the quality of your center and to show your customers that it's not just a place where you drop off your child, that we care and that we want to help you and keep you informed and offer this information to you on our website. So that's pretty awesome. There's also a few ways you can use your website to ease your load as a business owner and to automate things. So having a website, you can actually automate so many things. Number one, you can automate your registrations, right? You can actually have a sign-up form on your website. The second thing you could do on your website is offer a waitlist page where someone that's interested in placing their child on your waitlist can click on and fill out all the information, upload all the important document that you require, and their child, will be set and registered on your waitlist. There's also another way that you can use your website to increase sales. And in form of passive income, where you're not necessarily doing anything to get paid. You're kind of referring your customers or whoever hops on your website and decides to read your blog post, for example. with the click of a button, if they decide to purchase whatever it is that you're referring, your daycare center can actually earn income. So that's pretty awesome. So a few ways you can do this are, as basic as placing ads on your website, or if you want to get more creative and you enjoy writing, or maybe one of your staff members enjoys writing, maybe you can give reviews on toys or hotels that are kid friendly in the area, or just any kind of service that a young family with young children might be looking for, but they're not quite sure if they want to go ahead and purchase. This is an awesome way you can refer things to your customers. So it could be either toys or furniture for the room, the kids' rooms, or even services from health insurance to hotels that are family friendly. But you can actually earn income in doing so as an affiliate marketer. I know this step might take a little bit more time to set up, but if you have an optimized website and you have all the keywords that are all set on your website, and you give honest reviews full of value and information, this can be a pretty interesting thing for you to add on your website. So now I wanted to discuss a few pages that I think are important on any website, especially a childcare center's website, because you don't want to give too much information, but you don't want to give too little either. So I think the simplest websites are the best. Now, depending on your budget and if you're creating this by yourself or if you are outsourcing the website to someone else, that is totally up to you. But what I would suggest, especially if you're just starting out with a website, is just keep it simple. So obviously the first page would be a landing page, right? Where someone would type up your daycare's name.com, press enter, and then your page would pop up. You can have your logo on there, you could have a tagline and your complete address where you can be found. Along with that, if you have a Facebook page for your business, you could always link it there and people can come find you on social media. You can have a pop-up form to collect emails, or you can have a page where customers can go on and contact you directly from your website. Another page you should have is an About Us page where you just introduce yourself and your center and just give kind of like a sneak peek as to what your center stands for, what your mission statement is, and a little story, a little background on your daycare, the year that it opened and your vision for your business. So that can be very interesting as well for anyone that's interested in your center. It's a great page to be on if you want to learn a little bit more about the center and its owner. And of course, you can always decide to upload your educational policies, right? Your educational program, as well as your policy booklets. So if you don't want to give this to your customers in a paper format, since everyone is on, their devices nowadays, you can actually upload all this information and have it accessible to your customers and the viewers online off of your website, which is awesome. A few other things you can do, you can add some pictures of your center. So you could have a small gallery where you showcase, the classrooms, the hallway, the yard. If you have a lounge for the staff, or maybe if you have a gym room for the kids, this could also be a nice way you can give a sneak peek to customers that have never stepped foot in your center, so they can know a little bit about what the center looks like inside. Things that I would avoid adding on my website, there's two things that I would avoid. One is any pictures of the children. So depending on parents, if they've signed or not, an authorization form and a release form, I would not post any pictures of children on my website. And the other thing that I wouldn't do is add a about the staff page, just because I find that especially if you have a very a big staff turnover, it gets kind of time consuming to go up and upload pictures and then upload information and then take off old staff and add the new one. So I'm trying to ease your load, so I would not necessarily add a about our staff page. So what happens after you have a website that's all said and done? It's created, it's beautiful, you love the design, you have all the pages all set up, you have your waitlist form, your contact form, and you have a pop-up form with your email list growing every single day. What do you do after that? How do you maintain a website? There's two ways you can go about this. Now, depending on the size of your business and how tech savvy you are, you can maintain it yourself and add updates. So whether you're adding new pictures of your center or whether you're adding new blog posts every week or every month, you can update it yourself. Or this is a task that is easily outsourced to a virtual assistant that can take a couple of hours a month and just tweak your website and make sure everything is running smoothly and update your blog for you, or even keep you informed when you have a new sign up or someone is on your wait list or someone asked you a question. So depending on you and your business and how comfortable you are with websites and technology, this is a decision you have to make for your center, but those are your two options. And again, a VA can be such a time saver. So I have put together a checklist for you. So whether you are brand new to building a website or you are thinking of outsourcing this task, but you don't know exactly what to include on your website, I have prepared a very easy downloadable checklist to help you get started. For your free copy, hop on over to www.profitabledaycare.com/website and download your copy today. So if you enjoyed this video, I invite you to hop on over to my website at profitabledaycare.com to sign up for my newsletter and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.